What is up, y'all? Within today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles. If you guys have not catched my previous video to where it was titled something along the lines of like, oh, James Charles being called out for copying Patrick Ta. Within that video, I was talking about James Charles and his whole new concept of getting people on board to create a custom component slash, product package for his line, which I have to say, I thought it was a really good idea. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? I had like 55 people unsubscribe from me from that video. And I low-key thought it was kind of funny because I'm sitting over here like, oh, okay, just because I said within that video, like, oh, I give James Charles kudos with this because I really do feel like he knows what he's doing when it comes down to marketing and getting people like talking about his brand. What he did was really, really smart, and it actually did go viral. And there was thousands of people that were creating custom components for him for his line. And that is getting views on views on views from all those people doing that. Do you know what I mean? And there was a couple of the people's videos, like say, for example, they made a design that they had millions of views on their video. So this is where I'm like, this is low-key a really smart idea, but I don't think that people like that I said that. And I think it's just so crazy because if you guys watch me thoroughly, you guys know that I'm like, okay, y'all know how I feel about James Charles. Like, let's just go to keep it real here. I never bash him, but I do always keep it real and say like, he literally, I don't know, he just irks me, you know what I mean? But I feel like I'm that type of person that even if I don't like somebody and if they do something right or if they do something that I like, then I'm not going to be fake and just hate on everything that they do. Do you know what I mean? And I just really liked his concept. But I do have some opinions now though, because he made this video to where he was going over all of his favorite designs that people created. And in my personal opinion, I feel like he kind of has something negative to say about everyone's design as to why this would be a bad idea for him to finalize. At the end of his video, I'm going to play it within today's video. At the end of his video, he does say like, oh, you guys in the audience, please let me know which one we should go with because the next step is actually creating a sample of this. But everybody that and these are supposedly his like favorites, right? He had something negative to say about it like, oh, this wouldn't be a good idea because of this, and this wouldn't work out because of this, or this would be too expensive because of this. Do you know what I mean? So I was kind of like, is he really gonna follow through with hiring somebody to create the component? Because in my personal opinion, y'all, like, I'm so sorry, I saw some of these designs that the people created and I was like, whoa, like, people are so creative. I don't know if they're like, graphic designers or whatnot. Like, I saw some people just hand drawing designs and I was like, these are really cool concepts. And I really do actually hope that he hires somebody and pays them for the designs of this, because I think that's a really cool concept and I think that that's really cool to get people involved. But in my personal opinion, if this was all just a ploy to get people to talk about his brand, but then he really already has a custom component already designed and approved, then I think that's kind of messed up in my personal opinion, which obviously I'm not going to jump the gun here and make assumptions on this because we don't know if he is going to actually pay somebody, but I really do hope so. But in my personal opinion, after watching his TikTok about this, I kind of was like, are you just like using people for views, or like what's going on here? I'm really hoping that he does end up hiring somebody because I think that will be really, really great. But I will play the TikTok and we will go over it within today's video. So with that being said, also, I know I say this all the time, y'all, we have new podcasts every single Wednesday. Make sure you guys go show some love over there. I would really appreciate that. There was something else that I was going to say. Oh my gosh, I have makeup reviews coming. Well, actually, I already did one makeup review. I did a versus of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk versus the Makeup Revolution Skin Silk. And then I'm also going to be doing a review of this brand new Hourglass powder coming up soon. I probably won't do that until next week though, because I'm just keeping it real with you guys. A lot of you guys comment to me and DM me, do makeup reviews, and then when I do them, I just don't get any views. And that's where I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I know everyone sits there and says, oh, do whatever you want to do. Like, it shouldn't be about the views, but it's like at the end of the day, it is about the views. Like, you got to get, revenue to keep everything going and to purchase the products and things like that. So I'm kind of like confused. So I'm going to give that a little bit of time to see if it gets more views. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to do a review of this. I'm like really waiting to use this because I'm so excited about that. If you guys don't know, I absolutely love Hourglass's powders. I think that they are absolutely amazing. But yeah, I really do want to get into more makeup reviews. And then also, I have been forgetting to say this. I commented in one video, I forget which one, but I am going to try this week. I'm going to try, and I'm so serious. I don't know if you guys are going to see it, okay? Because I may delete it, I may not upload it, but I'm going to try to do a get ready with me, like full face get ready with me. and talk about whatever the topic is that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try my hardest because I know so many people for the longest time said like, okay, if you do get ready with me's and then actually talk about whatever drama is going on, that'll be so much better because people will like it for two different reasons. People will like the fact that you're like doing your makeup, talking a little bit about makeup, and then people will like the drama. So I'm going to try my hardest to do it. If you guys do not know, I said this in the very beginning, like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago now, to when I decided to do commentary / drama videos on my channel. I was like, I really want to do get ready with me's and like do my makeup while doing it, but me and my ADD, I just can't. I lose track so easy. So say for example, if I'm like sitting here doing my eyeshadow and I want to mention something about James Charles, I'm gonna forget, because if I look in the mirror and I see like, oh damn, this eyeshadow's not blending the way that I wanted to blend or whatever, it's gonna distract me and then lose my focus point. Do you know what I mean? That's the reason why I haven't done it. I did try one time before and that never seen the light of day because I was like, this is horrible. Like my ADD is fully showing. But also at the same time, I feel like maybe I should just post it and just be like, okay, if you guys like it, cool, I'll continue to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know why sometimes I get a little bit too hard on myself because I watch people like Bailey Sarian, for example, and I'm like, damn, she is so good at storytelling while doing her makeup. Like the fact that she could sit here and do this and stay so on track with the story. I wish that I can do that, but I just wasn't blessed with that attention span. Like I just wasn't blessed to stay focused like that. Like even in school, it was hard for me to stay focused. And I think this is why me and school just never got along, you know, but I really do want to try. I feel like before I call it quits on this damn channel, I really do have to give it a shot because I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good idea, especially for my channel being that I do makeup as well as talk about drama. So it goes hand in hand. So we'll see if I have the balls to upload that. You guys will obviously see it, but it'll be coming soon. Also, I have been uploading a lot of shorts / TikToks on my travel channel, so make sure you guys go show some love over there. I would appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna start this off by playing the TikTok for you guys so that way you guys have the context and you guys can see what I was saying. And then also on top of that too, you guys can see the components and everything that people design, because I low-key think that's really cool. So go ahead and check it out.
So if y'all are the packaging police, then you design the next painted product. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for all of your creativity in response to this video. At this point, all of y'all are hired to our painted creative team. Let's take a look at your painted lip ideas. The first idea comes from Basement Possum, and she suggested tiny little mini paint cans that have an attached paintbrush on top as the lip balm applicator. So kind of like our original paint can PR sets, but shrunk down really tiny, kind of a la like the Laneige little sleeping mask. I mean, how adorable would it be to clip on like your different color mini paint cans to your keychain or your purse? Oh, love it. I will say we are already developing a paint can component for a future product, so I don't know if it would work out for this one. But then also, I feel like people would lose the paintbrush applicator in like 1 second, and then people would have to dig their fingers in. So do you guys like that better, or do you prefer something that gets squeezed directly onto the lips? Now, following along the kind of like paint pot suggestion, video number 2 is from Align Bedrosian, and instead of a paint can, she suggested those like little mini watercolor paint pots. These ones, like, do you guys remember these from when we were kids? It fits in so well with the overall brand identity of Painted being art store inspired packaging, and the idea of the little mini pots being magnetic to click together is just mwah, chef's kiss. A lot of people love to collect lip balm, so actually making like a little mini palette for your purse would be so cute. My only concern with this is that this packaging was literally designed to be cheap. Like you could buy these little mini palettes at kids art stores for a couple of dollars. So I want to make sure that although it is affordable, it doesn't look low quality. Video number 3 is from Ava Thompson, and this literally has 800,000 likes. Her response literally is just as viral as our original video, which is so crazy to think about. And she designed these refillable tubes. Basically the idea being that when you buy one of the lip balms, you get this like white kind of casing that goes around it. And then the refillable balm that goes inside is actually what gives the packaging its color. Now let me tell you, okay, my packaging team loved this idea because it's very cost effective. Doing custom color prints on each individual component gets very expensive very fast, and unfortunately, this is what we've done with every other painted product so far. I do want to get your guys' thoughts on refillable packaging though, and please be honest when you answer this. Do you care? Because I'll be honest and say, I do not. I feel like a lot of the reason why people love refills is because they're oftentimes cheaper, but I'll be honest again and say that I'm already trying to make these as affordable as possible. So if I did refills, the cost is going to be virtually the same. Video 4 is from Anthony Perez, and I'm just going to sit back and let you guys watch this because he literally made a full-on commercial. I was so impressed by this overall video. He basically designed a little mini paintbrush, and when you take off the bristles with the color matching the balm, it reveals a metal applicator inside to squeeze the balm onto your lips. We actually had quite a few suggestions like this as well. This one is from Irish Canvas, and it's another paintbrush, but instead of taking off the little brush tip at the bottom, you would take off the tip at the top and either reveal another little squeezy applicator or a doe foot as well. How cute would it be for a girlie to take this out of her purse and just apply her lip balm using a paintbrush? Obsessed. However, getting the custom mold made to actually create that like 3D bristle shape with the paint on the tip of the brush, that would be so expensive. I'm talking like $100,000. And that's literally just to create the mold. That does not include the actual price of manufacturing. And last but not least, I really like this suggestion from Mama Cal as well. She had this little Glossier tube where basically it like flips open. So she suggested doing our balms like this, but shaped like a little mini artist mixing palette. So when you flip it open, it reveals the balm inside. These were just a couple of my favorite ideas that I've seen so far, but now we want to hear from you guys. Did I include your favorite in today's video? Did I miss one? Do you think that you have an even better idea? Please continue to tag us here at Painted and let us know what you think. If everyone really loves a design, the next step of the process would actually be paying to get a sample made. So I would love to continue taking you guys behind the scenes of what it actually takes to create a product from beginning to end.
I don't know if I'm reaching, and I need you guys to keep it real with me. Please let me know if I'm reaching. I feel like he had like a reason to not go with that person for every single one. Do you know what I mean? And I think there was some really cool designs in there. Like the person that came up with a makeup brush and then you take off the tip and then it's the applicator of the lip balm. I think that is so cool, and I think it's really, really cute and very on brand for Painted. I don't know how to like word this properly. Like I have a way in my head, but it's not coming in my mouth right. I feel like he just had, I don't want to say he had something negative to say about each design, but I feel like he had a reason why he wouldn't choose those designs for every single one. And I'm so curious to know if he's actually going to follow through with hiring somebody, or does he really already have something in the finalization process of approving a component? Because if so, I think that is really messed up, because these people probably got really excited to see that their videos did go viral and get hundreds of thousands of views. There was one person that had millions of views on theirs. So I'm just kind of like, this is a really cool concept, a really cool idea, and I think that it really brings the audience and the brand together. And I think this is so smart. I wish other brands did this, but I just hope that he follows through with it. After watching that TikTok though, I'm just keeping it real with you guys, and hey, I could totally be wrong here. Maybe I'm misreading it, but I feel like he's just kind of like setting it up to like, oh, this can't work because of this, and this can't work because of this, and no, that wouldn't work because of this. And then it's kind of leading me to believe that like maybe he really already has something that he has set on. Do you know what I mean? And maybe this blew up bigger than what he thought, and now he's like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? But maybe he will use it in the like far future, maybe a couple years down the road. I don't really know, but I'm so curious to know what you guys think about this. And am I reaching? Like, be so for real with me. Am I reaching on the aspect of like, I feel like he had a reason for every single one to not go with that one? Because I was like, oh, he likes the design, and then but it wouldn't work because of this. Oh, I really like the design, but it wouldn't work because of this. Do you know what I mean? I was like, okay, wait, what's going on here? Because I don't know. In my personal opinion, y'all, everything that the people came up with, if you take it to an actual place that makes components, they could 100% have it made. They will make a mold for everything. The problem is those molds can be very expensive. They can be like $200,000 like per mold to have a custom one made. That would be the problem. But then some of them you can find will be cheaper. You know what I mean? So I'm curious to know if he will go with somebody's, and what do you guys think about that? So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.